Hey, I'm senior James Lee,
I'm Chantel, I'm a junior.
I'm Cynthia and I'm a sophomore.
and today's topic is: should students use substances such as 5-hour energy and caffeine to enhance your academic performance? When are these substances sometimes necessary? So stuff like Adderall, ADHD, like where it would be prescribed, but then students might use it to boost their performance or their concentration. Caffeine, Red Bull, pills like Adderall, Ritalin, Provigil. So like I was reading this, I think it was a New Yorker article about the use of like these substances by college students and like adults in like the working world, where they would like take prescribed Adderall and like stuff like Provigil, Adderall, Ritalin, so that they could get this performance boost. They would take it and then like they'd like stay up all night doing work and then go to school the next morning feeling okay, and then afterwards they crash. But like
And afterwards they just
but like during this time they were on the drugs, like they would have this really like productive these really productive few hours.
Well, I don't know, I don't think that should be okay for high schoolers though. I mean, I think up to like sort of like caffeine, it's okay, I guess, but once you get higher than that, I don't think you should. But like even at caffeine, maybe don't become too dependent on it. Like you can use it once in a while, maybe when you have like so much homework that day, but not like every day.
So like a dire need kind of thing.
Yeah, like if you really need to stay up and finish some project or something, yeah, it should be okay for like once.
Do you know like the long-term effects?
No, like they said like there weren't really any conclusive studies, so nobody was really sure. Especially for like stuff like the pills that you weren't supposed to use for this purpose, like the Adderall, Provigil.
And are these legal?
I think not technically, not the prescription drugs, but caffeine is pretty legal. And then another I guess like point brought up in the article was like if people if taking like the heavier drugs, like caffeine is really prevalent nowadays, right? But if you take the heavier drugs like Adderall and the stuff like we mentioned earlier, if people start taking those and it becomes widespread, then people that don't take the drugs would be at a disadvantage in like the competitive like workplace, stuff like that. So then I guess it raises a bigger social issue as in what does this lead to in terms of our society? Like is it kind of like an arms race where people take more mind enhancing drugs in order to boost their performance and like I guess keep up with the status quo, and is that okay?
I kind of think it's okay, because like I mean it's everyone's decision, right? Like so if those people choose to take those drugs and like they choose to take that route, like let them, because I mean that's their personality, that's what's gonna lead them like to their later decisions in life. And if that's how they want to do things and like work, then that shows like kind of their trait and like what their future's gonna be like.
Isn't it not legal though for the
I don't know, is
prescription
it
drugs?
legal?
No, but she's saying that it's their choice, right, to make that decision. But I feel like
But, like,
it's their choice, but it also affects the rest of us just because of the competition aspect. Where like we don't accept people taking steroids in like Olympic sports. So like is this different?
No, it's not. It's not very different. I mean, like even that's I think up to the point of like caffeine and stuff, yeah, it should be their choice, but once you get to prescription drugs, I mean I don't even know if that's legal, so I don't think they should have the choice on whether to do that or not, because yeah, like it affects the rest of society too, like
Because by giving yourself those drugs, you put everyone else back, right?
yeah, and like it's also probably not healthy for you too, so I don't think that we should be telling people it's your choice when it harms like yourself and other people. So
But you could make the argument that caffeine isn't healthy. Why is that more okay than?
because it's like a less risk. Like prescription drugs are obviously much more stronger, but like at the point of caffeine, it's just like it's already like embedded in our society, and we kind of like not saying that's why it's okay, but it's like because it's such low risk and people like it's not like long-term health effects aren't really that obvious yet, so people are like, oh, it's just okay.
I guess it does raise the question, like, what's the line? Like, what's the difference? Obviously, there's a difference, but
Yeah, where do you say, okay, this is caffeine's okay? Why do you say that caffeine's okay, but prescription pills are not? And like, why would we try to keep prescription pills from becoming an accepted part of society, whereas caffeine's like everybody uses caffeine almost. It's a very widely accepted drug.
Well, I think it's kind of, we already have drawn the line as society because those prescription drugs aren't really, like, you have to buy them over the counter, like prescription, like with the prescription and stuff, right? So, but then for coffee or like other types of caffeine, you can literally just go to the store and buy it. So I think our society really has drawn a line as to which one they think it should be acceptable. So